What they don't tell you about falling. It will happen suddenly. You will be washing dishes after a dinner party at a friend's house. When you see her, for the first time, uneven chatter of guests will break as her footsteps echo closer. You will feel the soap suds trapped between your fingers. Burst into lather. She will stand next to you with a coarse dish towel between the fleshy velvet of her palms. Her hair pulled back to expose the untouched space between her neck and her shoulders. She will reach across you for a bowl, and the hair on your arms will rise to meet her. She will ask about your weekend, whether you have any plans for the summer, whether you know how the chicken was cooked. You will notice the smoothness of her gestures. careful way her head tilts to the side as she contemplates a question. You will forget to rinse a spoon. When you don't answer, she will say your name again. And the delicate pitch of her voice, forming the syllables of that sound, will claim your breath, leave your mouth dry, your words uneven. You will soap a dish you already washed. That night, you will rest your head on another body's arm, and drowsy from a warmth that isn't yours, you will think about the set lines of her mouth, the soft curve where her lips part.
count on. Even in our darkest state, we are seeing, mysticals. We are beautiful. We are wonderful. We are
What things happen when we look closely instead of letting our mind retreat into itself, like it does when a loading sign on our device outlasts the measurement of brief, though it always does, herding us into a state of non-reality. When, with childlike wonder, we fixate on raindrops racing across the passenger window until each droplet is swept into oblivion, or when we luxuriously rest our eyes. Left, right, right, left. One lid falling slightly before the other while we traverse the metropolis. We take note of subtleties. A traffic light turning from red to yellow, not red to green. We poeticize car parts. Oh, the rear view mirror. He, the protagonist in what is called the art of driving away. It's raining. Better yet, the rain has conveniently stopped and the sun is peering through the clouds. Said object in mirror fades, an unimagined phenomenon given its larger-than-lifeness. Out of the lips is, I'm warm, but I want to be cold. Walk the miles. I'm warm, but I want to be cold. Walk. I'm warm, but I want to be cold. I'm warm, but I want to be. I'm warm. Yet, since we're driving, we really ought to look up more often.
Yelling never works, but I'm told that sometimes a well-pitched shoe or the unusually stiff beam of an ardent flashlight will get them to move on. I hear them warming up.
Warming up, warming up, warming up, warming up. Can.
Each evening, around 5,
Warming up, warming up, warming up, warming up.
while wooden spoons turn around in their pots. After he has chased the intruder away from the car door's mirror, flashing the blankness held beneath wings, the mockingbird begins to repeat everything he has ever heard.
Everything that.
You say how it's time to get to the table, how there will be seconds for all, how at the beginning of June you are willing to pay 6 times the going price for a basket of tomatoes you will want to give away at the end of July. When all the words that could be said had been, when all the verbs that could be moved were, the mockingbird had to be invented to remind us to be sure to remember everything we had wanted to forget. So mockingbirds sing the same songs each year, although some are sung once and never repeated. Because if in repeating a wrong note is sung, mockingbirds know, like musicians or lovers, to sing it again, so you think they meant it, to keep doing it over until they get it right. And while they go on believing that what's repeated long enough does become right, you lie awake, imagining sleep, how it will arrive at last, with the thick, humid scent that remains when a house is empty of everything but darkness. And one oblong bud of gardenia spreads its thickened green. In the wide hour, before dawn, the bird calls and raises, convinced that the heart's full deck has been played, that a flush beats a straight or two of a kind. Nothing but before sleep moves in, like a final bet to be placed, the heart's tattoo doubles, coaxed on by what remains, memory's cadenza of roses. They go on climbing in the absence of any frame, absence dragged in and out of the beat, like song. What's between them cannot be said, although it has been held between black marks and quoted, the way walls hold the place we call temple, long after the roof's given way. Gone is what we say, but how to quote what once was there? Departure, arrival, on time. And how to punctuate them in a sentence, two at each end, upright but bent slightly, like the fingers of Christ.
Hard to say.
Hard to say whether he is giving a blessing or quoting the words he just spoke.
And I quote.
Finger puppets engaged in liturgy. Quotation marks were separated like the two halves of the soul. Plato named, forever nodding to each other from opposite ends of a sentence. The distance between them, the same as between the cow in the field and the egret following closely, always behind, waiting. Just off to the side, still, white and hungry. What's in between them?
Only everything that can be said.
Which is to say.
Nothing comes close.
And I quote.
To bless, to speak well of, to say, well, benediction. Well said. According to Quintilian, an orator preparing to speak would hold his hand, first and second fingers extended, thumb resting lightly on the curved fourth and fifth. Not waving, exactly.
Delay.
Missed.
Connection.
Schedule.
Delay.
Missed.
Connection.
Despite the signals from the catcher and the coach on third, here's something quotable. The swallowtail sings, chrysanthemum, zinnia, sweet Alyssa, while the bees hold the bass notes. The antennae inscribed with a hieroglyph for quotation. Sky with pelicans flying in formation.
Flying information. Only that was home. 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 Only that was Build a palace at Knossos, a labyrinth from which there is no escape. If you want to hear the sound of the past. Although there will be no sound, only the home that once held it, like Sati's framed mirror. He moved to each new place because it was laden with memories. With the tip of your thought, postulate within yourself, step by step, on the tongue. And keep time at the palace of gnosis, knowledge. Let it lean back like recognition, legs crossing over and over while an ostinato bass holds like stones beneath the current of notes. Slow. Advise yourself carefully. Arm yourself with clairvoyance. Alone for an instant, so that you obtain a hollow. The river chants, looks like a thread you could follow, incantation without motif, music on one's knees. A Greek dance performed right to left, then left to right, then stationary before an altar. Very lost. Carry that further. Open your head. Bury the sound. Very lost. Carry that further. Open your head. Bury the sound. Very lost. Carry that further. Open your head. Bury the sound. Very lost. Carry that further. Open your head. Bury the sound. Very lost. Carry that further. Open your head. Bury the sound. Very lost. Carry that further. Open your head. Bury the sound. Very lost. Carry that further. Open your head. Bury the sound. Very lost. Carry that further. Open your head.